Good morning to everyone on the east coast of the United States of hell, as I like to call it. This is the United States of hell, in my opinion. And with that being said, when living in the United States, for comedic relief, for me and the rest of the United States, which our populace differ, is that I take a bit more of a moral approach to who I laugh at. Because due to the oversaturation of things that one could find something to laugh about, a lot of it is at people's expense. Amoral to laugh at people's suffering as a way to achieve comedic relief to cope with the fact that you live in the United States of hell. I would say just because the United States of hell offers an abundance of suffering to laugh at, that does not inherently make it okay to laugh at people's suffering just because there is an abundance of suffering caused by living in the United States of hell, as I like to call the United States. I like to call the United States of hell. But yes, so Little Brenda Queer is one of those United States of hell citizens that I would deem amoral. Little Brenda Queer, likes to claim he is an entertainer by making lowbrow slop content. Not that I make some avant-garde content, but I would say my content is number one, more moral, number two, takes more talent than what Little Brenda Queer does. But, there's a lot of untalented content creators out there that get views who let it go to their head, and they think they are making some sort of quality, entertaining content, but they aren't. People like Saint Tim, people like Brandon Q. I could say more names, but none of these people are going to fight me in real life. And they'll just think that I'm trying to start internet beef. When I'm not. I'm not an internet beef person. I like to do martial arts sparring, to put it in a legal term, to put it in a way it's legal to say. I like to do martial arts sparring with people that I've Little Brenda Queer does not. Little Brenda Queer, Little Brandon Q is very afraid of martial arts sparring. I would say if I had to make a top 10 list of the things that Little Brenda Queer is afraid of, I would say martial arts sparring would probably be in the top 5 of the things that Little Brenda Queer is afraid of. Next to like honesty and integrity, probably. would say it's, close to number one on Little Brenda Poole's top five things that he's afraid of. But I would say what's near it on his top 10 list of things that little Brandon Q is afraid of it'd be martial arts sparring, and then closely behind it would be honesty, integrity, having talent, and making actual content. Those are the things that would be near on the top 10 list of things that Brandon Q is afraid of. But what else do you expect from bullies? And that most certainly is what little Brandon Q is. But the internet is chock full of untalented, unintelligent bullies, so I'm not surprised. Everyone you know, you can just look at someone that you encounter nowadays, and if their behavior is bizarre or bewildering to you, all you need to take into account is the fact that they are following a bully on social media. Therefore, they look up to a bully. And you can attribute that to everyone you run into nowadays. And that'll make the world make a lot of sense to you. In a world where they have the option to follow God, something that has an uplifting and morally sound thing going for it at the end of the day, they could choose to try to be a morally good person. They could follow. They don't even have to actually believe in God. They could just follow the morality of religions. They could look at every religion there is in the world, and they could pick what they think is the best morality. They could take the best. They could collect the best moral lessons to be taken from all of religion and try to apply that to their very lives. Or they could try to apply that to their lives. They could do something like that. They could try to be good people. They could try to be morally sound people. But what do these hedonistic demons do instead? They idolize amoral sluts, so to speak. They idolize slatternly people. These people like Brandon Q. Brandon Q idolizes slatternly people. And that's why Brandon Q is posting things like, see, if my girlfriend's kid was my kid. Number one, this could be a pregnancy scare. Number two, way to post your L's online. Number three, what was that about? I'm gonna buy a beer at Andy, but you're getting 2 loaves. Sucks to suck. But I'm not a numbers guy. But moral of the story to what I was just saying earlier. Moral of the story to what I was getting at earlier is that I'm not someone who is chasing numbers or the approval of YouTube users. I don't have much respect for YouTube users to begin with, to be chasing their patronage or to be seeking to do business with YouTube viewers. I don't have much respect for YouTube viewers as a whole, and I would love nothing more than to elaborate about why I don't respect YouTube users, nor do I care for their viewership or anything like that. That would be because what I was getting at earlier, whenever you run into someone in real life, you need to look more closely at the fact that they are more likely than not subscribe to a hedonistic, soulless, godless, immoral, clout-chasing, bully, a demon of a human. Someone like Hassan Piker, who is a soulless, godless, hedonistic, traitor, a demon of a human. There are people within the IPQ community who watch Hassan Piker, and Hassan Piker is an evil demon. So why would I want those people to subscribe to me? Why would I want those people to judge me? Why would I want un-American hedonistic demons that like Hassan Piker to be watching and judging me turning my camera on while I'm riding my bike? I don't. Brandon Q does, because Brandon Q is a fucking idiot. That's why there's videos out there of Brandon Q being bullied in a Discord voice chat. Because Brandon Q is too fucking stupid to actually mount an intelligent defense in a voice chat. But rest assured, the day will never come where little Brandon Q gets the courage to spar Lula Francis in boxing. Let me tell you why. There will never be a day where little Brandon Q wants to spar Lula Francis in boxing. And that's because if a video ever hit the internet of little Brenda Queer sparring in boxing, it would be so embarrassing for him, and it would make his mom so sexually aroused that I would become his new stepdad just from punching him so hard during sparring in boxing that he literally poops himself. I would hit Brandon Q so hard in boxing sparring that little Brandon Q would actually poop himself. And his mom would get so sexually aroused from seeing the product of your father's poor genes be so thoroughly emasculated in front of the United States that your mom would seek to reproduce with my genes because they are better than her father's. And then I would become a stepdad. That's what would happen to little Brandon Q if you ever decided to spar in boxing, which you won't. That day will never come because you know that your genetics do not match up. And it's as simple as that. Hey, little Brenda Queer. I know it's embarrassing that you've spent how many years now trying to pretend that you're a man when you're a soft, flabby boy that spreads his butthole on Discord while laying sideways. But you should probably be looking into whether or not your girlfriend's boyfriend got your girlfriend pregnant, Brandon Q. That's what you should be worried about. You should be worried about whether or not your girlfriend's boyfriend got your girlfriend pregnant, Brenda Queer. That's what you should be worried about. Instead of pretending that you're capable of setting up boxing sparring when you're not capable of setting up anything. You're hardly capable of turning your camera and microphone on. You can't even be bothered to put a fucking shirt on when you're not in shape, Brenda Queer. That's how fucking lazy you are. So you should probably be dealing with your affairs instead of trying to talk shit on the internet. Are you back from checking into whether or not your girlfriend's boyfriend got your girlfriend pregnant, Brenda Queer? Hey, I noticed you haven't been talking since the last stream. Is that because I mentioned that you lay sideways naked on your bed on Discord and spread your butt cheeks for other men to see. Why'd that happen, Brandon Q? Do you plan on telling your child why that happened when your child is born? Didn't think so. So guys, what are the odds that little Brenda Queer? What are the odds that little Brenda Queer is going to take care of his girlfriend's child, even if it's not his? Odds of Brenda Queer becoming the Dale Gribble of the people who swear that their sub count matters in an era where streaming is so oversaturated that having a couple thousand of subscribers is a good thing again, as if it's the first day of YouTube again. So Brandon Q has a YouTube channel whose numbers would be impressive. Brandon Q's YouTube channel, his numbers would be impressive back in like 2002. Brandon Q's YouTube numbers would be impressive back in like day one YouTube. So, what do you think Brenda Queer is gonna do to save face if someone else got his girlfriend pregnant? To save face to his oh so important YouTube numbers, because that's what means more to him than anything, is his YouTube numbers. Despite his YouTube channel having numbers that wouldn't be impressive back on 2002 on YouTube, his YouTube numbers wouldn't have been impressive 20 years ago, but he's sitting here swearing up and down that he's got something going on YouTube-wise. He thinks he's cooking with gas. Brandon Q thinks he's cooking with gas in the YouTube department when his numbers wouldn't be impressive by 2002 standards. I just can't get enough of the hubris of these people who think that their audience count matters, or that their subscriber number matters, or that their number of concurrent viewers matter, as if I'm supposed to be afraid of people who are complicit with this system where slavery is legal, and they won't even acknowledge that slavery is legal in the United States if you're a criminal. Oh, but these people who want to be a patriot to get friends and views. Oh, these people who want to be a patriot to get friends and views. Oh, I love the goddess Columbia, like Saint Hen the fucking mark. Yeah. Do you love the goddess Columbia when the police officers of the goddess Columbia come and put you in handcuffs and come and try to stomp your brains out? Do you like that, Saint Hen? I bet you don't. Oh, your goddess, your precious goddess Columbia. Like anyone cares about the United States. The United States won't even be brought up in history classes by the time this country's done and over with. Hey, little Brenda Queer, have you found out who the father of your girlfriend's child is yet? Oh no, that's right. You're too busy. You're too busy running your mouth about Francis while your girlfriend's having sex with other men. That's what you get up to, Brandon. That's right.